Hello, traders. Good morning. I'm just a bit early here on the YouTube to see that who is around. Let me see who is around here. And market is extremely bearish at this point. A lot of sell-off happening yesterday, and the continuation of yesterday is happening right now. And the idea of market is as market is losing the steam. Um, it was very bullish in the last few weeks the moment we have a bottoming price action. But whether this will continue or not, I think that we might gonna see a bounce in a day or two. Not sure whether we're gonna get the bounce today, but definitely a smaller bounce and then continuation of a downtrend. But this downtrend could be just a short downtrend. I don't expect uh, extreme multi weeks. Uh, the only thing what could possible happen for multi-week is uh, that it may chop around given the moving averages are still lagging. And in order for the 200 moving average to catch up, there might be a chance that the uh, this will catch up. So give me a thumbs up. I'm here. Don't go away. And I'm watching the price action. Price action, it's really bearish at this point. We have the data coming up at 8:30. The initial claims and continuing claim that might push the market. Only 2 minutes remaining. So if you are in the position, you should close the position because it may go spike up and down in either direction. Good morning. Can you guys hear me? All right. So data came in. If somebody, I am morning, Waldemar. So 8:30 was a continuous claim data. Initial claim. Market is really bearish at this point. A small spike in the price, but I don't see any um, significant movement. The claims is better. So 227,000 K. The initial claim and expected was 2 to 9, so it's better than. But market is not reacting as such. Still continuing the downside move, and I'm trying to look at it. Yep, yeah, nothing much. But you see, the idea is that market is right now in the bearish. This is the second day of the red day, so likely we expect a gap and go day. Gap and go trade means that the um, what happened here? Just give me 1 second. Let me just grab the screen here so you can see my screen. I'm not sure. I'm not able to change it with the just this, you know, plain view. Well, let's see here. Okay. All right. So so market is bearish, market is selling off, and now we expect a gap and go here. So any bounce it's likely be going to sell off, but market is going towards the 5800, which has a 21 EMA, so we need to be careful there. We have a lot of room in the NQ to go. Here, if you look at it, the first time the moving averages are catching up, is crossing over between 21 and 200. Um, and if you look at the uh, our interestingly, if you look at it, let me just zoom in. So see here. So this red line is 200 SMA. Okay. Do you guys see the red line? Or let me draw the line over line so you can see better. Morning, Dan. You're still holding the short? So here, look at this. This is basically a 200 SMA, right? So this is the first time after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost after 8 days of staying above the 200 SMA, market has came down, right? And this is the 21 EMA. But if you look at a little divergence in the NQ, NQ is basically telling a different story. What NQ is telling us that, um, let me just bring the NQ. So if you look at the NQ, NQ telling us that the NQ is still above the 200, and here is a crossing over of 21 and the 200, and there's a lot of room to NQ to come down and retest it. So we have basically kind of a U shape, bottom here. But as far as the ES is concerned, ES is already below the 200 and now retesting the. So essentially both have a little bit of room to go, and we see, as we said, that we were talking about it, that the 5800 and 5830 exactly at that level where we have marked, basically of May 13th, market has bounced from the May 13th low. So this is likely be the range now. So if the May 13 breaks, right, then likely we're gonna open the very nice range, 5800 to 5760. But if the market stay above this support line, then likely we have a smaller range. But if we break this, then we have a little higher, bigger range where we can trade, and we can have expect a big momentum. Just like here, when the market sold off, we have expanded our range by all the way to the May 15th, right? So we have the enough room to let it run the trade. But here, if it's okay, stay here, we don't have a room. But yes, once it breaks, then we have a chance to go. And this is going to be, if this breaks, I'm expecting likely be the reversal in the market, given it is a good dip. Those who have missed the rally, they might go need to join here somewhere. Seems like a ES. If you look at the book map, our liquidity grew, bought. Miguel, what we gonna name this? Liquidity bot or bookmap bot? Liquid market? Yes. So liquid markets, yeah. So liquid markets is basically the book map which we started transmitting for people to see, so they don't need to spend and save money. Uh, so they can just click on it. There's an additional benefit we're bringing for our community. Um, Right. Awesome. All right. So now what we wanted to see that if those who are online, if you can just go to the YouTube and give a thumbs up and say hello there, just for more engagement, and then Algo can recommend us. Uh, and if they can keep it open for a while they are on your cell phone while we are doing this, that will help to get more attention from others. So I mean, uh, I think short term we have a downside momentum. But the given the market is, so we can expect the gap and go means, just look at the gap and go setup. So what is a gap and go? So do you see the white sheet? Do you guys see the white sheet? Yeah, whiteboard, right, right. So see, what is a gap and go? So gap and go is the strategy which is very important for you to have in your bucket, which is basically what we expect is that when market is in the bearish trend, we want market to open gap down. So if yesterday was closed here, so today is going to open here. And what we expect market to, once market opens, not the pre-market, but when market opens, we want buyers to come in. Okay, we want buyers to come in, and then a little bit of buying, and then we want buyers to fail. And once buyers to fail, that's where we wanted to short the structure to retest the bottom and then the more. So that is called a gap and go. So gap and go, we just like yesterday, we have tried the gap and go, but we stopped out because yesterday market moved just like this, right? So when if market just continuously move up, then you do not need to attempt it. Gap and go means that today is not working. Gap and go is a gap closing it. So, but still, you want some buying to happen. So, for instance, if market opens and the first candle is red, second candle is red, so then this is not a gap and go. Okay, that maybe we can look for the opening drive for the downside, but this is not a gap and go. Gap and go means that you need to see the reversal of the direction. You want some buyers to come in to give an impression that market is going on the other direction, to market to grab the liquidity and then reverse the direction or to come to the direction what they wanted to do. So here, if we go back, if we go back here, and if we look at it here, uh, yesterday, right? So what we did, we waited, the first structure to fail. We didn't find it, and then we showed it again here, and we stopped out. But that's fine, right? But our idea was that we wanted to test this structure, and then if this fails, and then come back and retest it. Similarly, we want this to fail and then come back and retest it. We didn't get it, but maybe today is the day. Yesterday was a gap closure. Market closed all the way the gap and then came down, right? So if you look at the yesterday price action was that market has closed all the full gap here, right? So this was the yesterday close, day before yesterday. So market almost reached there and then changed the direction. So that's one of the strategy. Uh, but what we are looking for, we don't want the full gap closure. We want basically a small spike and then failure, and then we'll take it on the downside. Any question, guys? So why it's not too many people? Right? It's only Waldemar, Dan, Miguel. Are we starting too early or are we on time? 9. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 9:15 something. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, maybe we can save some of our bullets for 9 o'clock. So then, are you still holding it? I'm just curious, or you basically took the profit? 58.60, which is basically the before the morning flush happened. Uh, okay, sure. Yeah, yeah, yes. Yeah, I will tell you. So I mean that's good. Dan is acting real time on my other, so I'm really happy. But he holds better. Um, so that's good. Okay. So see, this is the bounce coming in. They're retesting now 21 EMA, but that's fine. But we has a nice we if you look at the 30 minutes, you can see this, and we were talking about in the yesterday. presentation as well. See, look at that, how consolidation was happening. So you basically avoid those, you don't need to have the trade. You need to have to trade when you see this breaking down. Okay. Unless it doesn't break down, then you just don't take any trade. You don't need to take any trade. You got it? So this is really important, because what we basically do, we basically try to go into those ranges and we lose money. And then we say, oh, why it's not working? Because you you are not looking at the structure, right? And we spend a detail yesterday just learning about it. So those who are not, Dan, why don't you join our methodology classes? Join our methodology classes. Yeah. So so right now, yes, the right now short term is a bearishness. We might gonna see the uh, you know, some sort of a sell-off. I don't expect the quick bounces. I mean, the recovery immediately to the high. It will, but as we said, that the 200 SMAs are are far enough, or the 50 SMA is too far. The 50 SMA needs to catch up, right? So essentially, in the ideal trending market, this 200 SMA needs to go below, and then 50 SMA needs to go up, and then this 21 EMA needs to be below, right? So right now, this is all over the places. So you may need to spend more time here uh, before we catch up everything. Any question, guys? I posted yesterday a short video. Did you guys like it? I mean, this morning. In fact, I posted this morning. Guys, please give me a thumbs up and keep watching on the YouTube. It will help. You know what? I was basically, and tell me the feedback, the one I posted this morning, that do you like that way or in certain other ways? And I will prepare these short videos for you. This short video is for yesterday trade, which I prepared it. So see, I think that's what I was telling you. See how beautifully this is bouncing back. So we might gonna see these kind of a bounces when market hit the bottom, because market is still in the uptrend. So when the market is in the uptrend, you don't see market just go down without any pullback. So market might gonna come down, 1 hour of price action, then up, retest the VWAP or sometime break the VWAP and then come back down. So it's highly possible this kind of price action. And it's better, so then it will give us the nicer range, because if market is just, open too low in the pre-market, then we wouldn't have any range to look for once market going to open. So it's very important for us to have those ranges in play, and in place for us uh, to trade. Do we have any messages here? Oh yeah, the yeah, short video, yeah. So I mean, we could find a good trade here. So let's watch while we are waiting. We don't have any questions. So this is the market is retesting nicely the VWAP. Let me just put the 30 minutes and then remove it, and we might gonna find the reversal trade here. Um, but this is a very big, strong reversal. But below the VWAP, so let's see that, and then it's NQ is much more faster. Look at this, NQ just closed the overnight gap. The full move from after the 7:30 happened, NQ has just recovered everything. Um, okay, let's watch and see if we can find any reversal trade. I will just go small size given we are waiting for it. Very strong move. This is a very strong move in the market. And see, this is really crazy these days. So the data came in 8:30, and this is it started moving after 8:35. There was no spikes, anything uh, after 8:30. So I'm gonna watch it. So there is a VWAP here. So NQ has already just moved slightly above the VWAP, and you can look at here. And then ES is still under the VWAP. Still the 10 minutes remaining in closing this 30 minutes. A really big range, 30 minutes bar. So what we want to see here, if you look at it, still moving. So we can't just get in right now. But if this fails here, we might gonna see some sort of retest to the VWAP and failure here. But this has to fail. Otherwise, it's just moving back up. So, and always keep an eye on the WIX or UVXY. UVXY also coming. So after C830, UVXY just coming down. So I'm watching. Let me just put the stream on the Facebook as well. Okay, so here is overnight retesting happening. Let's see if you can find the rejection. All right, NQ is breaking out. So see if it's breaking out, we can't take it because we are already late in the trend. Really strong move. Really strong move. Look at this 30-minute candle. Equal going back to the high of the previous candle. Look at this. All right, we see the first failure here coming in, retest after the VWAP retest, and then overnight rejection. I'm not in a Russian short, but if we can see the failure here, we can look for a small size entry in the pre-market. Let's see what happens here. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at this move, yeah. Can you zoom in the NQ a little bit on the liquidity? More, yeah, a little bit more stretch it, yes, here, like this. Awesome. And same do a little bit with the ES as well. All right, we see the rejection is coming in after hitting it. Very strong move. Very strong. Not even a single red candle in 2 minutes. It's just pushing up. Did somebody say something? This looks a very strong move. Let me see the news here. No, I guess there's a news. There's a Treasury resume slide after the House backs tax bill. Uh, yeah. There's something related to the Treasuries. The CC Treasury is falling. 30 years still up, but 10 and 5 years slightly. Let's just see the chart here. Um, I think that may be the reason that the yields are, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, so 0.55. So yield basically, um, 10, 30-year bond prices coming down. They're slightly up, so yields are falling. 10 years also is also, yeah, I mean, slightly, not too much, but the trend is still there. But this is really strong moves. Let's see what market does here. I mean, I'm really impressed with the move here. The question is that whether market going to consolidate here or is going to fail. We already missed this while we are preparing. I was talking, move started exactly where we came online at 8:30, and this move is just continuing it. Look at the size of the candle. Hello, John. Welcome back. So, whenever you feel like something is extended and you wanted to short, always look the 2 minutes. And if you see the 2 minutes candles are, a smaller size like this, you know, even though trend is moving back up, even if you look at the 30 minutes is really long, but if you look at these are smaller candles, don't try to short it. Okay, don't try to short it because see, it's moving very nicely, right? And very small size candles. Uh, so don't short it. Um, See, even after this 30 minutes, still there is a jump. So, you know, of course, I cannot join because we missed it. We don't want to join here and then spike down on you, there's a risk. But you know this trend has already started, so you look for the proper failure so then you can join. And if trend is already started without you, then be it. There's no difference between missing this trend or missing this trend. They're both the same thing. We miss both sides, right? One time we were sleeping, one time we are watching, but same thing. See, still moving. Look at this. Even though it's extended on 30 minutes, but look at the 2 minutes. 2 minutes were not extended, so you just keep moving. So let's see what happened now. Now we have the extension candle came in. Let's see, can it break, you know, because this basically turned everything green, right? Very strong candle that everything turned green. So if you look at it here, so ES is just about to turn green, NQ already green, SPY triple Q already green. So it's really green. So what are you thinking about just in 25 minutes ago that's really bullish, bearish? It's just one candle and everything turned. Beauty of US stock market, right? Look at the ES now. Where is the liquidity, next liquidity level on the top side? It's 58.75. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens now. Um, ES is just about to close the gap. Yeah, it might not, but we can't guess, right? So once we, so in what is very interesting, everything works sometime. No, no. So I'll give you a trick. I will give you the trick. So don't look at the outside liquidity levels for your entries. Okay, look at the current liquidity level. Okay, let me just see. I think it's a rejection happening right now. So if it happens, then we can go for a short. Um, just wait, or it's going to rip again. I don't know. But if it comes back down under 58.60 and we're gonna find the right entry, we can go short. But it looked like it still wanted to move back up. So what you do? Don't look at the outside of the current price liquidity for your entries. Okay, always look the liquidity level close to your price for your entries, and once price moving into your direction of your trade and of your idea, then for profit targets you can look for those outside liquidities. All right, I think just failing now. I'm going to attempt the small size short here. The risk is at the top, 58.67, whatever it is, the top of that candle. So it's almost 3 point risk, right? 3, 4 points. So let's see that how does it react to the VWAP. Uh, we can start partialing out on the VWAP, and if it forces down, then we can take the partial on 58.50. Still holding very nicely. Go small size, okay? Given we are in the pre-market. So see, whatever your size is, when I say small size, just go 1/10 of your size or 1/2 of your size, right? So for instance, if your usual size is 3 MES contract, you just go 1 MES contract, just the base case, right? But if you for instance you take 3 ES contracts as your normal size, you just go 1 MES. But the small sizes mean that don't go full size. So even if you're wrong, because it's the early of the session, you don't want to close your whole trading session just because you're going to wrong on your first trade. So I would just go with the two. So one is that the small size, one is regular size. So small size mean that when you're testing the water is a first trade, you're getting the feel of your trade. Okay, you're looking at this. This is what we showed it here is a front side short. So never go front side short, heavy size, because if you're wrong, you're gonna get squeezed badly. So always go small size. And if things started going in your direction, then you can think about it either closing it or adding into your position strategically, right? So always keep just two, normal and small. Small means just to test the order to see that whether you have the right feel of the market or not. Um, so for instance, initially we have a bearish idea, market moved really hard. Now I'm getting a feel right now from this trade is okay, is just the extended move and market going to come back down, or market has really changed the direction, right? So that trade will help us to give us a feel about the market. That market is, see, now market is making double top. NQ also made it, so likely we're gonna see the rejection and retest of the VWAP. At least we don't know whether it's going to get the further or no, but at least we can find some sort of a small pullback. But still, if you look at it, a very strong bullish momentum and it's consolidating. That make me nervous because if it's a bull flag and another bull flag and consolidating over the top, it can easily break out, even though it looks extended on 30 minutes, but can easily break out. And the reason we have, just remember yesterday question. So this is a big 30 minutes. What we are trading is here, and we were expecting this 30 minutes to come in red, right? That's what our expectation is at this point. So if as I started looking at this topping tail, it helped me prove my case that yes, market is pushing down. And then this green candle turn into a red, and then maybe retest this 58.55 level. But I don't want this to hold too long here, because if it start holding too long, there might be another push up, right? Okay, so it started moving in a direction after the uh, two failures. Slightly in the money, not for too long. Again, break even. We want basically 58.60 to break. 58.60 to break. I think that could be a nice trade if it's reversed because we have a lot of room on the downside uh, to push. But market is holding really nicely here. Basically, the level we wanted to break, that's the exact level this holding, which is 58.60. So 9:15, close to 9:15. Guys, meantime, you're waiting for trade to work. If you can go to the YouTube and give us a thumbs up. Yeah, and those who have not done it and keep watching it on your cell phone or something, that could really help. All right, it's holding too long. I mean, I don't like it. These holding too long. It's still below the, all the levels, but this 58.60 to hold, that I don't like it. Can you a little bit zoom in ES? Why your bubbles colors is red and green both at the same time? Yeah. Or you're basically putting the time frame. This is a time frame. So remove the time frame and just put it the smart configuration. So when you go to the settings, click on the setting. Yeah, so go to the, not this one, the volume, the bubbles, which is basically the volume dots. Yeah, is it smart? Why it says that, why you're saying the time frame? Okay, go to the, yeah, just leave it, go to the volume bar. Yeah. Uh, yeah, it should be here. Anyway, okay, let's look at later. All right, so still holding at 58.60, um, but it's making the it's holding too long, but not unable to make the new high. Um, that's the only positive sign we have at this point. And NQ is slipping. If NQ slips here, ES was likely going to slip here as well. If you have two MES contract, you can put the one MES contract partial around 58, 58, 58 like this. So if it spikes down, you can get it. Yeah, this is the way. See, okay, so see now we see the clear bubble, so it's coming down now. So see, this is the way you need to see the liquidity. Change it. What did you change it? Yes, yes. Yeah, okay, so this is you see, right? So we wanted to see if it's selling off, we need to see a big bubbles forming in, and then see here both side is coming down now. So we are in the rightly in the good trade of money. So we take the first partial on 58.58. It's a good beginning um, of our morning. Yeah. Sorry for joining party late, buddy. I took the partials. I mean, not too bad. Not too bad. Good trade, I guess. 58.58, I was expecting the bounce. Exactly 58.58, it bounced, happened. But still have a room. So look at now. See, Miguel, the question you were asking yesterday, look at the now 30 minutes. Do you see see, so that's basically you have to visualize manifestation of the candle. Guys, those can't agree, Coinboy, those who have missed the session, please try to come and join our session. And exactly we discussed that how you can basically get your edge back. If you're losing money, you can get your edge by trading through the 30 minutes. And we have a wonderful trade right now. Look at how it's going. You know, beautiful. Just put the trail order now. I think it's likely going to break the VWAP too. And it's go back, it's will likely going to go to 58.30. 58.55 area. So just trail this your target order. Don't let it stop you out, but give room for to move further. I think it's going to break down because NQ has a little bit room as well. So if you have not taken partial, I would advise take the partial, and then if you have more contracts, then you can leave others to run. Because this 30 minutes was really with the strong volume came in. Uh, but definitely this was a really, really ugly candle going to form if it falls more. So I think what we do is should we trade further or we are done for the day? It's nicely forming another leg down. Look at the bar here. So it's broke the VWAP now. And this I was expecting is likely going to break the VWAP and it's going to go towards the 58.50. Very nice pull down. It's further going. Man, we need a drumming drum sound now. Guys, those who are not on the YouTube, can you please go log, give a thumbs up. I think that's deserved the at least the YouTube thumbs up. And right, we are very close to the end of the month, May. The membership deal is going to get expired. So if you wanted to come and join live on the Discord, then you have to be the member, or you can watch on the YouTube otherwise. S- So, so I'm completely out on the trade. So those deals, what we have is going to expire end of the week. So you have a chance to register, and if you wanted to be part of the Discord, but you can still continue to watch it and come until the end of the month. But the deal will going to get expired end of the week, which is almost up to 60% off at this point. And this was the deal when we are launching the Discord. I think what we used to be before we were on the private group, we were used to do only on the Zoom, but some of the traders had advised that why don't we do on the Discord and do the live stream? So then we restarted doing that um, to expand our community. So if you want to be part of community, come join us. Um, Perfect time, perfect discount, and you can continue the whole year by just getting profits. No FOMO, no regret. See here how beautifully we let this move go and we missed it. We didn't even, you know, we didn't even go, okay, you know what? Doesn't really matter for as far as we get our move, we don't really care about other moves. What you guys say? Come on, guys. There's so many people are online and I only see 2 likes. So give a thumbs up, leave some comments. It will just create the engagement. I see the Arun's. Is Arun here on the Discord or is just on the YouTube? So now see exactly what I was asking. See, these levels are magic. Look at this level. Isn't it? Look at the bounce. Unbelievable, isn't it? Exactly at 58, 53, where we have marked this level that this is going to get bounce here. Wow, amazing. All right, we have 5 more minutes. Any question, guys? If not, then just give it a thumbs up and yeah. So these are important. See what happened. Exactly, we saw the bubbles came down, liquidity absorbed and then moved back up. There is still the trend is still down, still coming down. Um, but if you look at it, it tried to retest the 58.60 and then move back down. So the trend is still down of this 30-minute candle, and there's only 5 minutes remaining. I mean, usually the home sales are really down, you know, Rod, because I'm also struggling. I have put my one of my house on sale, and is now almost 60 days, and I don't even have more than 10 showings. So I'm likely going to reduce the price. Uh, I don't know. People don't want to buy. I don't know where they want to live then. Um, and my house which I'm selling, is a budget house. Is not expensive. Uh, you know. So, mm, but the existing home sale is on. It's 10 o'clock. So we'll see. But I don't expect too much from the home sales. There might be a home sale because they have the construction as well. So new construction sales are really good because they have the nice interest rate packages. But the existing homes are really problematic. All right, so 4 minutes, and so see this candle, touch it, and now is making a doji. So if it's closed doji in the next 2 minutes, then we have really, you know, has things to play. We have a real high and low, and if market breaks below that high, that low of this 30 minutes, then we can say that the likely market going to close this range as well. So we can short, but if it's break above that, then we need to look for the long opportunities, but we need to wait for it. But short is much easier because of the bias is towards the gap is down, market is in weakness, and if this 30 minutes stay doji and market close open and then start coming down under the 5850, it could be a very nice area to short. Good luck, everybody. So something happened to the liquidity again. It was very much visible a few minutes ago. Not now, it's not visible anymore. I mean, visible in the sense that it is so blur. Before it was very clean. Now it's getting better. I don't know. Are you doing anything resolution wise? All right. Good luck. 2 minutes. So we clearly have a high and low. Go ahead. Uh, okay. 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 All right. So we have a clear high and low of this 30 minutes. So don't blindly just go short when it's breaking down. We have to look for the right structure and setup. But likely if it breaks, then we have a short setup here. Right? 30 more seconds. All right. Good luck, guys. It's might gonna flush, okay? So though if somebody has still have the position left, it could be a good for them. Okay, market bounces from the same 58 to 58, 58, 53 level. Let's see what it does now. NQ still above the VWAP. Okay, so gap and go is getting ready. We have a first move on the upside, green candle. Let's see now. We look for the failure. So first 1 minute candle is almost completely 5 points. Even if this breaks and I call it out, go small size, the given we are playing the 1 minute candle. All right, still moving up, so no trade at this point. So that's good. The first 2 minutes is up. NQ is green. Look at this here. NQ is green, and the ES is red, and the SPY and triple Q are also green. So even though the biases is towards the red, but these are gapping up, right? So if something is gapping up, you know, we are not going for a gap and go. We are going for the continuation of the previous day trend. So we need to be careful. We play the opening drive on it. So we got a rejection, right? If you look at it, the bubbles are growing. So if we go down here, we can look for the short entries. So that's good. We got the bounce. I'm gonna go short under 58, 53, same 5 point risk. Once you break this structure, the structure is not yet broke. I'm gonna do close to 58, 52, 50. I'm short. I'm still in the short. I'm not taking profit here. I took it's little holding, so I took the one contract out, but I'm still holding my second contract. I still see the big flush can come in here anytime, and it's here, right? Let's flush it, flush it, flush it, flush it. Come on, flush it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I took the one contract out and put the other one on the break even. So if it's reclaimed 58, 52, I'm just gonna close up on the break even the other contract. But it's still the wonderful trade. Any of you guys take it? Who else? 2 out of 2 today. Why the cricket sound? Vivek, don't tell me that you're watching it today. Don't tell me that you're watching it. Did you take the trade? There's a stay consistent. Stay consistent on your sizing. Stay consistent. Okay. So I think that, sorry, you still have the room. So let's see that if we can see right now it's making a 5 minutes bear flag and the 5 minutes opening range. So if we can find the another good trade, we can take it. John, did you take it? Canterbury, John, Heath, Waldemar, all you guys have taken the trade? Good, good. See, it doesn't really matter small or big. As far as you're learning it and you're making little of it, that's more important. So see, now you made the small, right? So make sure that you don't get greed on the next trade. So your parameter has been set for the small trade. So now your job is to not to lose what you have made it in the first trade. See, what we make the mistake is that we go small size in the first trade and then we increase the size on second trade and we fail and then we get regret and then revenge, right? So if your first trade was small and you made the profit, that is it. Today is that is your size. Okay. Your job is not to lose more than 30% what you made it. 70% you need to keep it. If you even follow this rule, there's a high likelihood that you're going to be very consistent because you're going to eliminate your revenge trades. So now rule is that we had 2 trades, right? And if somebody have taken 2, they have the cushion. If somebody has taken 1, then whatever, for instance, if you made $50, your job is that you need to take $25 at home in any case. So you have only allowed to take one more trade with $25 risk. Sure, I will do that. Yeah, I will do that. Just give me a few minutes. I'm watching the other trade and then I'll go walk you through. Basically, this trade we were planning from the pre-market because we have a high and low range from the beginning, but I will give you a detailed overview on this trade. So I'm still watching it. We are still in the range of the yesterday close. So we're definitely making the lower highs, but let's see what happens here. If we get the another short side entry. So I'm watching it at this point. Okay, it's coming down. Let's see, does it hold? Still holding it. So I'm watching, this is just a chop show right now. But look at this. This 2 minute is consolidating at this point. And we are, if we move a little bit up, 58, 55, we're going to go back into the last 30 minutes candle range. So a little harder at this point to get any setup. So while we're waiting, so John, if I see the trade, I will just stop immediately the chat discussion. But look at this. This is the way we've traded it. This last 30 minutes was closed. Have a very tiny range from 58.61 to 58.50. And what I was saying that if we see the breakdown underneath of this trade, 58.50, 58.53, then we're gonna go short. And we exactly got the 10 points. It came all the way 58.42, and we took it here with the 5-point risk, and then we took the profits. So if you look, this is much easier if you look at the 1 minute. Here, look at 1 minute. So this first minute, the second minute, the third minutes broke down. When I saw the volume start coming in and it's failing here, we entered and we took the profits. So right now we are moving back. Look at this. We are moving back into this last 30 minutes. So we need to wait a little bit more. Now, no more trade. Can you guys do me a favor if you can just leave the comments on the YouTube and just say that we all traded together on this trade, two trades, 2 out of 2, we made the money, something on those to create the engagement on the YouTube channel as well. While I'm gonna look for the next trade, you guys do and look at the YouTube and comment. So right now, see, we look at the opening ranges. Now we're retesting it, but at this point, we don't have any trade because we are going back into the previous 30-minute candle. We need to let this digest and wait for the next move for the market so then we can trade. So we have a time, so you can go and leave the comments on the YouTube. All right, it's coming back down now on the pre-market range. Still not shorting it, waiting for it. So see, that's the way you need to avoid the trades. Look at the see how it's getting choppy, right? And it's just uh, essentially within the ranges. And if it's moving within the ranges, that's where you do not need to trade. So these ranges are not useful. So just avoid this chop. We already had a one good trade. Now we're waiting for the next setup. So just patiently need to wait. And it's possible that we and you do not need to take the second trade. If you're happy with your first trade, just go. Just go. Look at this liquidity bot, liquidity markets. The bubbles are forming up and down. And there is some news at 9:45. The books has been just empty. There's no liquidity. What happened suddenly? So ES book is just empty, and then now ES is moving back up. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Whether it's still within the range, the chop show, I'm not interested. I'm waiting for you guys' comments. Yeah, Mr. John has commented. How would I reply by okay, I will ping John's message. Thank you, John. All right, so still waiting to see if we can get the right setup. Still chopping. This Vivek, this is what NQ. It is ES. So why you have a different liquidity setup than the Miguel? So maybe after the call, if you can share settings to each other to see that where is the problem, so then we know that we're getting the right information. Sorry, come again. I basically was talking to my wife. No, no, but I think no, no, no. I don't think so. It's maybe when your heat map section. So because the heat map, so you might have put it there that you only show certain type of liquidity, and might be he has shown all sort of a liquidity. So what you can do, Vivek, just go on each tab and screenshot your settings, and then just send in the not the heat setting. No, 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 no. Inside the way we went to the volume dot setting, there's a heat map setting as well. Okay, anyway, let's look at the trade now. So right now we on the 5 minutes, it seems like it's failing, but still holding, and this is still the inside candles are forming. So we are not interested uh, within the range. So you can see this is the opening range, 58, 50, 58.65, 58.42. So this is the range on the both instrument, and they both are inside. So we are not interested. We want one of the sides to break before we take any trade. So we need to patiently wait now. We can't force. We cannot anticipate. We don't know where it's going to go. We can't just look at the liquidity and we're going to say it's going to go up or it's going to go down. We need to see where it is going, and then we can take the trade. Okay. Bias is still we have on the short side, the given we have the short side weakness yesterday. But this is US stock market. It can happen anything. There are a lot of factors which we don't know, which we don't understand, and we do not need to understand. We do not want to know. We just need to know that where price is going, and we need to look at the structure and get the portion of that move out of it for our own pocket. So still the choppy session is still holding it within the ranges. So we are not interested in the range. As we said, ranges are killer, right? Ranges are killer. So see if you look at it, the ES is still red, SPY is also red, but triple Q is still green. And NQ just turned red, but ES is red a lot. So it's highly possible that NQ can push the prices up, right? So therefore, we cannot. When the what are the rules are? The rules is that if you see the divergence between the two instruments, you need to calm yourself down, and look for when they sink in. One has to win. We don't know which one is going to win. Whoever is going to win, we're going to join them. Okay, that's our rule. That's our philosophy. That's our rules. So no force, no FOMO. Uh, and if you look at it, see here on the UVXY just keep breaking down. It's just closed the gap. So what does it really show? It shows that NQ might win, and we're gonna see the upside move, right? A lot of immature traders thinking about yesterday, they missed yesterday short, and they just wanted to go short now, and they might be trapped, and market going to flip to the upside. And if market is going to flip upside, okay, we can go again the small size, uh, but we will respect what market wants to do. David, did you take the trade with us or you missed the trade? You can look and you can write on the message if you don't want to use the microphone. That's fine. All right. So market is trying to break out. NQ is already almost close to breaking out. And here you go. Market as breakout. So I'm not yet trading it. I'm waiting to see that if you can find a little bit more a better setup than chasing it. I'm not chasing this move, but if we get a little bit more consolidation, we may go on a good long side. But this could be a good squeeze. Those who have shorted. Okay, so here you go. The squeeze is ready. But I'm not taking it. I'm just gonna wait a little bit because it's still within the 30 minutes of range. So I don't wanna take it. But if you look at the NQ, and NQ is already above the ranges, but ES is still in the range. So still I don't want to trade yet. Here you go. Spike. Market, see, look at the upside moves. There are a lot of liquidity on the upside. Market just trying to grab it now. Could have been a very nice trade if you would have taken it. See, therefore, to guess whether it's going to go short or long is always risky. Okay, it's coming back down now. Let's see what it does. Does it do the retest? And we have a 10 o'clock data too, right? Do you remember we have a 10 o'clock data? 5 minutes, 4 minutes. No trade for me. I'm still waiting. We have already have two out of two trades. I'm just waiting for the right and perfect setup. Okay, this looks good now. See the way this consolidating. So if it's consolidated above and then the next breakout, we can take it. But this has to consolidate, not to break down. Just give me 1 second. I will be back. So almost the 3 minutes remaining and is nicely consolidating. Don't spike. Man, I was just came back from my screen. I was not on my screen. But it was just good consolidation. This was a really good trade. We missed it. 58.66 long trade. I don't want to chase it. I was just not on my screen. Oh gosh. See here, this I was asking before I left the screen. I was talking about that this is a consolidation if it happens, right? It's a very nice consolidation happen. But anyway, that's fine. We have only 2 minutes before the 10 o'clock. We still see a lot of liquidity. We still see a lot of liquidity on the upside. It might gonna take it all and retest the premium. Very nice move. Almost 6 point move on a one candle. But that's fine. If you missed it, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Any one of you to taking the trade without me? The long side? No? Yes. Speak up. So another consolidation. This looks very promising. But I'm not chasing it because it's almost 10 o'clock and we have a data, right? We have a data at 10 o'clock, right? Yes, we have a data at 10 o'clock. I don't think so it has an impact, but you never know. Yesterday, even we have spiked out in the 10 o'clock trade. So let's be safe, but it looks very promising. But it's very close to the yesterday lower high. So could be a rejection here. So, all right, 10 o'clock. Good luck. Let's see what happens. Very nice spike. What's next? Rejection, upside, downside. So NQ is at the R3 at this point. And if you look at the liquidity levels are absorbing at this point. And the ES is at the pre-market high. And also the lower high of the yesterday lows. If it fails here, it could be a shorting opportunity. And if it's a retest and start moving back up, we can go long as well. We'll see that how the size of the candle and the drop. Right now, it is really looking bullish. It's just breaking out, but it has to break out 58.77 as a pre-market high. I see the move, very slow move. So is 4 million is a negative. Existing home sale is lower. Okay. So no second trade yet. We missed it going long at 58.66. Yes, so first rejections coming in. I see the red bubbles forming in now. Okay, it's still holding the prior high, which is 58.70. Pushing very nicely up. So see, if you look at these, it is going up. But if you look at it, the 1 minute and 2 minutes it's basically all inside candle. Is only 2-3 points move. So this is not the ideal movement going on right now. And if you look at the 5 minutes, this is consecutively third or fourth 5 minutes green candle. Except the first 5 minutes is a red on the NQ, and everything else is green. I think the perfect entry was 58.66, which we have missed it. Any of you taken without me? All right. ES is failed to break out on the pre-market high. Yeah, yeah. And this one is also basically a lower high from the yesterday. If you look at the yesterday, when market bounced after the drop, this was the level where market has bounced. So there are a lot of short sellers have reshorted it here. So if shorts are not able to defend this level, this likely be that they're going to rip and go back to the price in going to the middle of the range, which is basically uh, if I remove this, pre-market data, you can see if 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 we don't hold this, then we're going to go into the 5890 or 5900 range. So therefore, I think therefore they're trying to defend this, right? There was a breakdown happen yesterday here. So this level is really key, and I think that's what they are trying to do to defend it. But there are a lot of liquidities on the upside. Now, if you see there's a liquidity comes downside too. But I don't know. Uh, I'm not interested going long. If you look at it, it's only 1 minute to 1.2 point candles. Ideal entry could have been the 58.66, but we missed it. We definitely missed it. And even I called it out, but I was not on my screen. By the time I came in, it just, pushes up. So I didn't chase it. So this is going to be the fourth 5 minutes green candle consecutively. NQ has already reclaimed the lower of the yesterday. Come on, guys. Those who are on the YouTube, please come and join our Discord if they want to. And say hello if you are on the YouTube. Tesla is also recovered completely close to 342 recovering. I'm still watching it. Sometimes, you just miss it. I think this was a perfect entry. I'm just keep repeating, but I think that was a good entry and we missed it. So that's fine now. And if you look at it, it's just getting so congested. Then the size of the candle is keep narrowing and narrowing. There's no momentum. Prices is going, so ES is going up, but there's no momentum. Okay, again retesting the pre-market high. NQ exactly retesting it, the lower high of the yesterday. And ES is also failing it. So if market fails here, we can short. Okay. But wait for market to show us that it's failing. It could be a trap. What time do you guys wake up from Eastern time perspective? What time do you guys wake up? And all of you guys doing Mikul, can you run the poll? All of you do any full-time job or just doing a daytime trading or just a part-time trading? Can you do the poll, Miguel? I think California is the only place where you can do the trading nicely with the part-time job. And I think the mountain time, Vancouver is also Which states in the what are states they have the mountain time? Well, so this is a failure happening right now. So I'm gonna look for the short entry now. Um, but still, it's still a little congestion. I wanted to see the failure, and on the lower highs, I can go short. If it's break 58.70, that could be the place where we can go short. It is still the consolidation here within inside candles. So right now, this 30 minutes is rejecting and is failing. Okay, so it's breaking 58.70 now. Let's see what it does. Go to the small size on this trade because likely the risk a little bit higher than the 5 points because the high of the day is 58.80. So if it fails here, then we can I'm looking to failure of 58.70. Okay, I'm short. Go small size because risk is little higher. Come on, drop. Good, good. Very nice drop. There will be a little bit more drop. Let's recover on the VWAP if we get the up to the VWAP. Come on, don't pull back on the prior day close. Yep, big bounce coming in. Come on, stay under. Don't bounce. Still break even. Turn green again. Very nice. Oh man, this is going to be a very extreme drop now. If it's gonna drop now, it's going to be very extreme drop. Come on, drop, drop, drop. Turn red. Watch carefully. If it doesn't break, then it can spike as well. It can spike as well. Still the break even. Come on. It's failing. But the worst thing can be is the trap. We do not need to be trapped, but it looks very. It's looked like a bearishness coming in. Very nice drop. Let's just continue. Come on, drop to the VWAP. Come on, don't pull it back. Don't pull back. I didn't like it. It's just, went down and came back up. Could be a trap here. So watch out if it's go above 58.72, just close it. Don't wait for all the way down. I'm going to close it if it's spike over 58.72 because it spiked all the way down and then move back up. All right, it's moving again in the direction. It's a bit very trappy. Um, okay, good. It's moving now. Can it break now? Come on, break. Come on. Come on. Come on. See, really getting stubborn on the prior day close. Last 1 minute before the 5 minute candle closes. 5 minutes looks very doji kind of thing. You know, that's the tough because see this, not only this is the it's holding very nicely. So just remember I said that 58.72 we can stop out. Somebody's messaging it. Yes, that's so right now this is the overnight session closure, but look at the 30 minutes, the way it is failing. This is going to be the test. This 1 minute is going to be the test. If it's go above 58.72, then we have to stop out. Okay, but if it's continue to fail, it's failing now. If it fails, then we just need to continue to ride the momentum. See, NQ clearly coming down. ES is looking much better, is now selling off. The question is that it's just pushing back up. Um, I'm not sure, and we don't see any liquidity layer, any aggressive layer. There is the orders, but not that aggressive. Okay, it's broke now. Liquidity just broke. All right, let's go. Go, 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 go. Next liquidity is 58. Come on. What the heck is this doing? All right, I'm gonna take the start partialing once it's break 58.62. So far is awesome trade. I took the one contract out on 58.62. I'm gonna let it run the other ones. Very beautiful trade, but little stubborn trade. Come on, go. Still stubborn. I see the 58.56 is the next order. Come on, go, 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 go. Very nice. Pulling down. Come on, come on, come on. Just one push. Here you go. Here you go. Go, 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 go further. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh, oh. How many took the trade with me? Come on, guys. We need more than that. More than the drum sound now. What do you guys think? How was the trade? How many of you taken it? How many of you taken it? Come on, turn on the microphone now. Come on, guys, still going. Come on. Say something. Why this cricket sound here? Guys, what happened? Are you guys sleeping or what? Did you guys take the trade? That's okay. Yeah, that's nice. So you had a two good trades, right? That's what really matters. What do you mean no fill yet? So no more trade waiting for it. 3 out of 3, 100%. Is a good is a good question. I basically keep it very simple. Uh, so I don't look at the candles. I just look for the minimum points, and this is still the range day. See, if you look at it, this is still the opening range day. So, I don't like to hold too long for the trades. Only just like yesterday, when I see a clear ranges are breaking down, those days I really wanted to hold those. But when I see a lot of bottoming tails, topping tails, it just, I don't like it if this trade goes against me. So it's upset my psychology. Uh, so I basically divide my days of the month, that some days going to be the trend days where I'm going to hold. Some trade days I'm just going to go very small size where I don't see any trades. And some days I go in a way that I will just go with a structure with the fixed risk reward ratio. Uh, that's the way I basically manage my day, because I don't like to watch long hours and then stick. One thing which I hate about myself is that if I stuck into the trade, then I cannot function. So I don't like that way. So I just basically take the partials and then just move out, or because I need to do mentoring, coaching, and then so it's too much to handle at the same time. To see if the bounce you're looking at right now, I don't want to be stuck into those bounces, even though these bounces may not mean anything for the overall trend. But I just want to get out of it and then take my money and just keep it calm for myself. So we enter um around 58.68, right? In fact, our first entry was 58.69, and we got more than 10, 12 points. I think I'm okay with that. But it could be different for any other, everyone. I know you a doctor, so you like your whole work is patience, right? You want either the patient need to be alive or dead. So all the way. Guys, our streaming numbers are dropping. So if you can just go back to the streaming. And I was just thinking that uh, my system is so slow now, I can't even open any link because I'm doing too many streaming at this point. Vivek, why didn't you take it? Why didn't you take it? No, for this trade, I didn't say we're testing water. No, I say that we, no. So, okay, so here, so see here, okay, I will explain to you. Just give me 1 second. I'm just going to open one thing. Uh, uh, so Miguel, I basically sent one message to you. Can you just check what you see before I send to everyone? Uh, all right, and let me just explain to you. So see here. So what was happening, if you look at this both, okay, let's look at the 5 minutes, both of them, okay, and without the pre-market data. So what was happening, and I said clearly that this is going to be an important level, that whether if the short seller will not able to defend this, then market is going to be so the bullish reaction. So if you look at it, this one exactly a, the zone which was created after the yesterday's sell-off, there's a bounce happen. So we wanted to see the failure. So when we saw the failure in this 5 minutes and then start coming down, and I say, let's we're gonna enter 50 at 70, I just say that go the size in a way that you can have the 10-point stop loss, because if it can spike, it can go to the towards the high. So what happened then? No, it was not risky. It's just the spike. It can spike 10 points. So then I was just saying that the risk appropriately, right? Because the risk is very important. You can't ignore the risk. And sometimes you get more risk, sometimes see, because if this trade has a more risk, that's why you see the reward as well. So this time we didn't take the 10 points profit. We almost go at 15 points profit, right? Right. So that's in some nuances you need to manage it in a way that, okay, you know what, this look setup is really important, it's good, uh, but it can happen is that it can easily, what could have happened is that uh, it come here and then go back and retest and put the double top and then come back down. So you should have enough courage to, hold this move back up. You see what I'm saying? So if you have the full size, then what you're gonna do, you're gonna try to protect that so hardly that even if the trade go into your favor, but you will stop out. That's you don't want it. Yeah. Yeah. So you always, so I think one thing you can do, I usually call, because I also take the trade. So, see, the difference between us and any other influencer, you're gonna see on the YouTube, is that they basically paper trade. So they can take any trade. They can call it out any trade, whether risk or not risk, because for them it doesn't really matter, because that's their paper account. For me, it's my real account. So I basically make sure that I'm okay with those risks as well. Um, so if I'm not personally comfortable, then I don't take it. I don't call it out. Um, I need to see that how much I'm willing to lose on the trade. Then I'm only going to go and call you out. So just like now, it's making a very nice bear flag on a 5 minute chart, right? Uh, but this is an opening range. So if you ask me, you know, this trade, I would personally for not a good idea for the new trade because you are in the opening range right now. It can still have a room. It can go retest this level and then further break down. But unless it comes here for now, even though it's a tight spot, but I think the risk reward is not good enough because NQ is still above the opening ranges. So I wouldn't call that. So when I call it, that's why I always say, okay, you know what? Because I also in my mind goes, okay, should I take the full size? Should I take the small size? What would be the right size? What would be the risk reward? So I always think from those perspective before calling out. So it's breaking down now this bear flag. So see that Dan does a really good thing. What Dan does is that he take the entries from me, but he doesn't exit, you know, based on my view, he basically tried to hold it a longer, right? But sometime then he has to close at the break even as well. But he's taking that risk in his mind. So he's also calculating that how much he can willing to go. Sometime he take partials. So you know this the way you do. Basically, you learn and you adjust and you make your own framework, right? There's never gonna be that you exactly going to do what I am comfortable because everyone's mind is different. You know, the risk taking ability is different the like yeah so you know everyone is different so everyone is different so you learn it and then the based on your own mind frame perspective you adjust you know some one or two things to making sure that you know so just like for some this is a perfectly good idea to trade right uh, but I feel like you know it's just too much risk because if it's bounce then I'm going to be I don't want to take that, but we can clearly see that this is now right now the trend is up and down. So likely this trend is going to continue the day before continuation. So once this area sell off happens, right, it's likely going to be that the low of the day, which was yesterday, was the close to pre-market low is the pre 5830, which Dan was referring. It's likely going to go now. It's going to go immediately pull back up again, then consolidate and then come down. Nobody knows. But for in order for you to find that out, you have to wait in front of screen to see that. So I think I'm glad we have a today we had the 100% trades. Um, so what you guys think? Overall, the session was helpful for you guys. Hmm. Oh, man. Yeah, it's stick scam. Yeah, so I think ATM is works. Yeah, use the ATM. Whatever works best, right? That is more important. Um, this is really important that that you do what works for you, right? There are millions things people can do. Um, but I'm glad that everyone going to be profitable. Um, good. So again, just a reminder, Brian, Dan, no, Dan is already there. So Brian, David, Ken Degree, Quen Boyd. So we have the deal going on right now, so you can still watch the whole show until the May, but the end of the week the deal is going to go away and then going to be the full fees. So if you wanted to join the community, this is a time, and yeah, and we welcome you. We're gonna guide you. You know, our style is that we don't get FOMO, we don't get uh, just trade. We look for the right setup, and once setup's in, I will teach you that okay, how to identify, and then just cool it down. You don't just need to take every candle, right? You just need to pause, right? We took the excellent trade in the pre-market, and if you remember, we showed it exactly at the same level. So if I open the pre-market, right? So if we open the pre-market, we showed it in this area, then we showed it this area, and then we showed it this area, right? I was just away from my screen, but if I was here, I would have taken this long as well. But if I've taken this long, likely I would have avoided this short. But anyway, whatever works today. We had three shorts, all three shorts worked. So Miguel, if you can just post the poll for the green, and then we can just vote it, and you can check the deal on the deal for the day channel. You can even copy here if you want. Right, I'm gonna. It's almost quarter to 11. I'm just gonna hang up. Do you guys have any questions? Anything?